Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Liz of Whole Living Yoga. Thanks so much for tuning back into the channel. So today we're going to be practicing a chair yoga class that is specific to our joints. So I like to call it Joyful Joints. So this practice will be especially helpful if you find that you have any irritability in your joints, perhaps you have some arthritis or just inflammation in the joints, which might cause irritation or pain at times. So I'm so glad that you're here, and let's get started. So it would be best to find a chair without arms if that's possible. So just finding a chair for yourself, bringing yourself down on that chair, create enough space between the chair and your body so that you're not resting on it for the moment. Begin to lift through the crown of the head and engage your lower belly. So lower belly comes on in to support this nice tall sit. Let's take the shoulders and bring them back down into the back. So we'll just take a few moments here to close our eyes as we come into our practice, settling your feet down on the ground. Let's take a nice deep breath in through both nostrils and exhale it out through your mouth. Let it go. We'll take 4 more rounds of this breath in through the nose and exhale, let it go. Last big round. Exhale it out from your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Take a moment now to just simply breathe in and out through your nose. Become present in your body, noticing how you're feeling here as you're coming to your chair. Taking a mental scan of your body, maybe you'll begin from the top of your head and just slowly scanning your body, working your way down slowly to the feet. Just simply checking in, moving inward and becoming more present with each passing breath. Noticing any areas of your body that might be experiencing discomfort, pain. Maybe you're noticing tension. Perhaps there are spaces in the body that feel open and relaxed. So just noticing all of those sensations that you might be experiencing without trying to change anything, just simply observing. Take a few more moments to just sit and observe, observing the rhythm of your breath and the condition of your physical body. As always, I like to start with an intention, so we'll bring our hands together into prayer position. You can maintain closed eyes here, and exhale, drawing your chin down toward your chest, and just taking a moment here to set an intention for yourself or this practice, something you can reflect on throughout your day. Take a nice deep breath. Let it go. As you complete your intention, we'll slowly begin to lower the hands. You can stack the hands one on top of another, bring them down to the lap, and begin to blink your eyes opened and closed as we come back into our practice. We sit up nice and tall. Welcome back, everybody. So we'll begin with some gentle movements of the neck. We'll go laterally, extending and flexing. So let's take a nice deep breath, and as we exhale, let's start to move the joints of the neck. So gently taking the head down to the right shoulder, nice gentle little lean. Relax the opposing shoulder, come back into center through that inhalation and exhale. Let's take it over to the other side. And we'll just take 2 more from side to side, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling Exhale. One more to each side. Using your breath. And gently coming back into a neutral position. At this time, we'll take the chin and drop it down toward our chest. So just lowering down, relax your shoulders, finding space in the cervical spine. Inhale, and bring that chin up toward the sky. Really reach forward, forward and up, and exhale, take it down. And inhale, reach it up and forward. And two more times. And final one. Excellent. Let's come back into a neutral position. Let's take a simple turn out now to the right side. So continuing to work on the cervical spine, inhaling as you come into center, exhaling, finding that rotation in the opposite direction, taking 4 in all, taking your time. Last time on each side. And we'll come back to a neutral position. We'll begin to shrug our shoulders now. So let's release those arms down, draw the shoulders up, and exhale, release it down. We'll shrug for 4. Yep, 2 more. And last one. Great job. Now we'll begin to rotate the shoulders. So let's draw those shoulders forward, lifting them up and relaxing them back and down. So arms stay relaxed. We'll take 3 more rolls here. And final one, relax the arms down. Take a moment to pause, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Now we'll take the shoulder blades and bring them back toward one another, lifting then the shoulders toward the ears and rolling them forward. So we're reversing that rotation, and we'll take 2 more here. Rolling, squeezing back the shoulder blades, lifting up, and exhale, lowering down. Great job. Take another deep breath in and exhale it out. Now we'll turn our palms and we'll bring those hands right out toward each side of the room. We'll take the palms and face them up. And from here, we're simply taking the fingertips and bringing them to our shoulders and opening up. So nice movement here for the elbow, strengthening the shoulders, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. 3 more rounds, inhaling, exhaling. Last one here. Great work, and send it out. Now we'll slowly lower that left hand, and let's reach the right arm up. Take a nice deep breath, and let's just find 3 leans here, leaning in and coming back up. Taking it over, and coming back. And 1 more. And coming back. Good, let's release that arm down and we'll shift to the other side. Inhaling up the left arm, reaching and sitting tall, 3 leans to the left and up. And we'll come back and relax that out. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to make some fists. And we're going to imagine that we have heavy grocery bags sitting on the floor, and we're going to begin to lift the grocery bag. So taking a breath in, and as we exhale, elbows bend back and we lift up. So fists come beside the ribs, lifting and lowering. Good, lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. 6 more. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, let it go. Now we have those same grocery bags, and now we're lifting out to the side. So lifting up and lower down. Lifting up and lower. Lifting and lowering. Feel that resistance on the way up, those heavy bags out to the side. 6 more. Last one here. Lift it up and lower it down. Great job. Now let's shake those arms out. Let's give it a little shake. We're going to continue to work on the arms. So let's relax the arms down. Let's create a fist now, taking the thumbs and rolling it out to the outside of your knuckles. And here we're going to take a little lean forward into the body. We're going to bring those fists to the shoulders. We'll be working on the triceps here, also the elbows as far as our joints go. So keeping your gaze down toward the floor, let's take a breath and just start to press those fists back and bring them back to your shoulder, pressing them back and coming back to your shoulder. Good. We have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up behind and let's take little pulses here for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now release those fists, release the arms forward. Inhale all the way up and exhale. Great. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a shake here through those arms. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to just bring the hands onto the thighs and then get bend in the elbow. We're going to bring those hands forward, take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're pushing forward and coming back. Pushing forward and coming back. Great. Use your breath. 6 more. 2, and final 1. Now holding those hands out, spread the fingers wide. Great. We're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, opening up those arms, take your chin to the sky, bring the pinkies far back, and then exhale, come forward and press those arms and palms forward. Inhale it up. And exhale, come forward, really extending those arms, spreading the fingers, maybe those thumbs touch, take it up. Exhale forward, last one, reach it up. Opening up the heart, pinkies coming back, and exhale, press it forward, great. Now from here, taking the fingers and turning them down and lifting up. Turning down and lifting, good. Use your breath, keeping fingers spread wide. Feel your joints, feel the wrists. Notice how it feels, maybe even in your forearms. Let's take 5 more. Good, now bring those hands back up. Now let's give ourselves a little wave. Wave to the right, wave to the left. Good, from side to side, little wave. Let's go for 3 more. Last one and hold here. Great. Send the palms down toward the earth. Relax the shoulders, extend. Let's begin to turn up the left hand. We're going to begin to catch with the right hand the fingers and extend the arms. Let's continue to draw the fingers all the way back as far as we can. Relax your shoulders, nice deep breath. Good, let it go. Now we're going to move into giving each and every finger a bit of rotation. So releasing and starting with your pinky and begin to rotate that pinky finger on its own. So finding a little circle, breathing, noticing any sounds that might be coming from each finger, bringing some warmth into the hand, and then we'll move to the next finger, circling it out. Keeping the arm extended, or you can find a little bend at this point in your elbow, resting your shoulder. And then we can move to the middle finger, giving that a couple of rotations. I would say 4 to 5 rotations. And remember, as we move through this practice, only practice what feels appropriate for your body. We're never going to put ourselves in a position where we're experiencing pain. So when we come to that index finger, we're going to pause, open the hand, grabbing for your thumb rather, and draw it in toward the forearm. Give it a nice stretch. Great, now we can rest that right hand and we'll bring the left hand up. We're going to be working on some dexterity now. So bringing the thumb and index finger together, giving it a good squeeze, and then middle finger and thumb coming together, ring finger and thumb together, and pinky. Great, and open up. Now start again from your pinky and coming back down. Imagine that you're squeezing on a coin here, trying to keep from a coin to fall out, opening up, starting back from the index finger and working your way back toward the pinky. Good job, squeezing. Last time, all the way through. Great, and open the hand now. So opening the hand, and if you can lift that elbow to shoulder height, working a bit through the shoulder joint. If that's too much, you can keep that elbow lower. And now we're taking the thumb pad and bringing it over to the bottom of the pinky pad. So we're tapping it in and opening up. Good, tap it in and open up. Great, we're gonna take 3 more. 2 more. Last one, and take a moment to hold here. See if you can take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Great, and release that thumb. And let's just shake out that hand. Let's shake out the arm, and let's move to the other side. So let's extend the hands again. We'll begin to turn the right palm. Left hand comes over, reaches for those fingers. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Remember, we're sitting with good posture, nice and tall. Then we're going to begin to work here on the pinky. So let's find a little rotation here through the pinky. Like 4 or 5 little rotations. Moving to the ring finger. Middle finger. Index finger. Great, and now we'll come to the thumb. We'll reach over top, reaching toward the thumb and just giving yourself a nice little stretch here toward your forearms. Other fingers are extended. Take a nice deep breath. Good, and let's release. So now we can relax that left hand. You can shake out your hand for a moment, and then we're going to bring that arm off to the side. So again, if you can keep that elbow in line with your shoulder, that's wonderful. If that's too much strain for your shoulder, you can keep your hand down. So we're going to work on that dexterity again. So bringing the thumb and index finger together and give it a good squeeze. Remember, we want to imagine there's a coin right between both fingers, and we're avoiding it to drop by our nice tight squeeze, moving all the way to the pinky and coming back. Then start back from the pinky, working your way back toward the index finger, making sure you're giving it a good squeeze. And one more time down toward the pinky. And one more time back up toward that index finger. Give it a good squeeze. Make sure you're squeezing the tips of your fingers together. Good, and release it out. And here we'll start with the thumb pad moving into the pinky pad. So thumb into the pinky pad. So reaching over and extending. So often our thumbs are dealing with arthritis. And so this is a great stretch for an arthritic thumb. And you may not be able to make your way all the way to the bottom of the pinky, but taking your finger in as much as you're able. Good, this last time we're going to hold here. Take a breath in and exhale, relax it out. Good, let's shake the hand out. Let's shake the arm out. Good job. And we're gonna come back and bring everything back into center. Now we'll work a bit on the spine. So we're going to take ourselves a bit forward. So walking yourself forward, bringing your feet underneath you. We're going to begin to work on the vertebra of the spine. So also joints of our spine. Bringing the hands down onto your thighs. We'll begin to look up, broaden the chest, draw your elbows back, and exhale, tucking your chin in and begin to round your back. So if your back is feeling a little stiff, make this movement small. Take your range of motion and reduce it. Think about tilting your pelvis first and see how that feels. If it feels okay, you can go a little deeper and start pressing the back into the back of the chair while you pull the navel in. Do that exhale. You can start to reach those arms forward as your stretch deepens, as the space in the joints begins to open. Take a couple more. Good. We're going to make one more. And we're going to come back into a nice neutral position. Good. Let's release those arms down. Take a nice deep breath in, looking up. And exhale, let it go. Now we're going to reach back for the arms of the chair or any part of the seat of the chair. So we want to keep a nice extended arm here on both sides. Extend the arms. Begin to feel the shoulder blades coming back toward one another. Feel your heart broadening, taking your gaze up here. So really feel the joints and the shoulder blades themselves coming together. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. Chin reaches up for the sky. Excellent. Let's bring our head back into a neutral position and slowly come forward. Now come forward and give yourself a hug. And now open up big with those arms looking up. Give yourself another hug, wrapping those hands around the shoulders and opening up. And we'll do that 2 more times. Big hug. And you might want to switch the arms as they come over top. Last big hug. Good. And let's extend those arms. Reach it all the way up. And exhale. Let's let it go. Good. Let's start to wake those legs up now. So we're going to work the arms and the legs to start. So we're going to raise the right arm and left leg and then come to the other side. Good. We're going to move back and forth. We're going for 6 on each side. 3. Using your breath. 4. 5. And 6. Let's finish out on the other side with our last one. Good, and let's bring everything down. Settle your hands on your thighs. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, release. Great. Now that we're at the front of our chair, we're going to bring our hands onto our hips. So sitting nice and tall, we're going to begin to work a bit through the hip joint here. So we're going to begin to march. So we're going to march for 10. And that would mean 1 on each side is 1 count of 10. So we will begin to march it up, lifting and lowering. Make sure you're breathing. Keeping the body upright as you move through. Notice if you're leaning back. Last time around. Great, and settle it down. Let's release those arms. Big inhale. And exhale. Great, let's settle those hands on the thighs. And now we'll begin to work on the feet here. So let's begin to lift the heels and just press down on the balls of the feet and the toes and lower those heels. So we're lifting and lowering for 10. We have 7 more to go. Great job lowering it down. Now we're going to lift the tops of the feet. So you can sit back just a bit if you need to and start to lift the fronts of the feet and lower. Front of feet and lower. Good for 10 total. We have 7 more to go. Feel your shins and upper feet working. 3 more. And our last one. Good, relax it down. Now, without looking down at your feet, we're going to lift one heel and the opposite foot, the front of the foot. So we'll lift, just listen to what I'm instructing. Try not to look at your feet because we're using our brains here as well. So let's lift the left heel and right set of toes and then switch and switch and switch. Good, we have 8 more to go. Side to side, opposite heel, opposite toes. Good, and last one, and relax it down. Great job. From here, come further onto the front of your chair. We're going to begin to draw that left knee into the chest. So let's sit up nice and tall with that left knee drawn into our chest. And then let's grab behind the leg. So interlace your hands here. Let's support the leg fully and begin to extend at the knee here. So we're going to take 10 extensions, taking it up and back and down. Good. And last one, and bring it down. Now begin to point your toe. We're going to circle at the knee here. So let's create circles. We're going to take 5 in one direction. Make sure you're breathing. Last one, and bring it down. Good, now other direction for 5. Wonderful, let's bring that knee into the chest, give it a bit of a hug, and now relax that leg down. Take a moment to breathe, to just notice how your left side, your left leg is feeling. We'll bring it now to the other side. Let's bring that right knee into the chest. And then we'll bring the hands behind the knee. Let's interlace and support that knee. Relax your shoulders. And let's begin to kick it forward for 10. We have 5 more. Last one, good job, and bring it on down. Now pointing the toe down toward the earth, circle for 5. Excellent. Now we'll take a moment to pause, other direction for 5. Great job. Settling down and relaxing that leg down. Take a moment to just feel both legs, feel both feet. Notice your joints. Deep breath in and exhale. Great. We're going to work a little bit more on the hip joints. So let's go back into those marches. We're going to march for 10 again. So hands come on the hips. We sit up nice and tall, lift the lower pelvic floor. We'll go for 10 more marches here. Lifting the knees as high as you can. Be mindful of your upper body. We don't want to be swaying too much. We want to keep a nice upright position. And in order to do that, we need to recruit and engage the belly muscles to support our nice tall sit. So let's begin to march it out. Remember, we're going for 10 here. Two more. Last set. Great. Come on down. Let's release those arms. Settle the hands on the thighs. Just close your eyes for a moment. And notice how your hip joints, your knees, your ankles, how do they feel? Just notice. Good. You can reopen your eyes now. We're going to continue to work on the hip joint. So we can bring our hands back onto the hips, or you can rest your right hand on your thigh. You can also use your left hand to help support you as you move. You can use the hand under the thigh. You can also use a strap. So if you have a strap or a belt of any kind, you can wrap it up underneath the leg as well. So any one of those modifications are completely fine. So we're going to lift the knee up and take the foot out to the side and bring it back. So drawing that knee up, bringing it out, giving it a little tap, and coming back in. So we'll take 10 here. Remember, we're sitting nice and tall. We have 5 more to go. Final one. Coming back. Good job. Take a moment. Sit nice and tall. Breathe and feel. Great, we're going to go to the other side. So again, you can rest that left hand. You can use the right arm, right hand to assist you, or use no hands and bring your hand onto your hip. So I'll begin by supporting my leg, and we'll see how I feel as I go. Maybe I'll build more strength and let go. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath in, bring the knee up, and exhale, let it go. Good, now breathing through this whole series. We have 10 to go. 10 in all, I should say. We're almost halfway there. We have 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's bring it all the way back. Take a moment again. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Wonderful. Now we're going to extend the right leg. I'm going to just scoot myself back a bit here. We're going to extend the left leg all the way out. So find the edge of your chair. Let's extend the leg. We're going to work on bringing some more flexion and extension to the ankle. So let's point those toes down and lift them up. And we're going to take 10 here. Two more to go. And last one. Great, let's take those toes back up. Let's continue to work on this ankle joint on the left side and circle that ankle for 10. We have 2 more to go. Last one, take a moment to pause, relax your leg, breathe. Good, now we're taking 10 in the opposite direction, so circling it out for 10. Two more left. Excellent. Take a moment to pause here. Now sit up nice and tall, taking a breath. Bring both hands onto that thigh and slowly come and lean forward. Let's lean forward with a nice long spine. Relax your head. Deep breath here. Soften a little more. Maybe those hands can move down a little further toward your toes. Keeping the toes up toward the sky. Relax your head. And let's slowly come all the way back up. So we're coming back up and find a bend in that knee. Take a moment to just notice your left ankle, your left leg. Notice the right ankle, right leg. Extending the right leg, turning the toes up, and let's point and flex through the ankle here. So pointing and flexing for 10. Last one. Great. Take a moment to pause. We're going to start the circle now for 10. Great, take a moment, pause, relax your thigh, and go in the opposite direction. We have 10 in all. Last one, good, and pause. Extending the legs, sit up nice and tall, both hands on the thigh. Inhale as we exhale, slide it down, keep those toes up toward the sky. Slowly come forward any amount that feels good. Feel a nice stretch to the back of the leg. Exhale, relax forward, nice deep breath. Slowly we'll bring ourselves all the way up and bring that foot back. All right, so now we're going to come and do standing. We're going to stand all the way up. So we're going to start with our arms up on an inhale. As we exhale, we draw the arms down, we press into our feet, and we come into standing. So inhale, as we exhale, good, inhale it up. Exhale, inhale, exhale. 4 more. Final one. And come all the way up. Good. Let's take a nice inhale. And exhale. Great. We're going to come into a warrior one standing. So I'll be turning my chair. And we're going to be standing behind the chair. Standing behind the chair with both feet firm. We'll want to step forward now with that right foot, stepping the left foot back any amount that feels comfortable. We're going to turn the left toes out. We're keeping our hips neutral to our chair. So hips are in line with the front of our chair. We're going to bend the right knee just slightly. Feel the hind foot relaxed back into your mat. Good. Crown of the head meets the tailbone. Heart is open. Shoulders are relaxed. So we find a nice warrior one. Now, keeping one hand on the chair, let's see if we can just raise one arm up. Maybe that arm will frame your ear. Take a moment. See how it's feeling here through your feet. Really firm your feet down. Tone your tummy for nice strong legs. And maybe then you'll start to take the opposite arm up. Maybe you'll let go. You'll experiment by tapping the top of the chair, and if it feels safe to let go, you can let go. Let's bring a bend to the elbows and bring them out to the side. Palms face forward. Good, now we're going to straighten the leg and start to press forward through the arms. As we bend the leg, we bend the elbows and come back. Good, so we're going to reach forward and open up. We have 4 more here. Reaching forward, opening up as we bend. Great job. Use your breath. And last one. Bring it open. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms forward. Now with the right foot, we're stepping back. We're going to get a nice big stretch in a downward dog. So walk your feet all the way back, keeping the hands on the back of your chair, extending your arms, inhaling, and as you exhale, pull the belly in, stretching long. Now you can bend your knees any amount you need to, especially if the backs of your legs are tight. So you can bend your knees. We want to find a lot of length in the spine, the side of the body, the arms. So take a nice deep breath. Another big breath. You can straighten the legs at any time you feel it's appropriate, or you can keep them bent. Pull and tone the tummy up toward your spine. One more breath. And now we'll slowly begin to bring ourselves forward. So let's bring ourselves all the way forward again. Come to a nice tall stance. So we'll begin to take that warrior 1 on the other side. So this time we'll step our right foot forward, our left foot forward rather, and step back with the right foot, any amount, and we start to bend in that left knee. We want to make sure that hind foot is really feeling the ground, fully down to the ground. So your stance could be much shorter if it needs to be. We want to make sure that the foot is turned down and your toes are shifted off to the side, just a little bit here on the right side. So settling down, taking your hips so that they align with the chair out in front of you, holding on, toning your belly, lifting the chest, relaxing your shoulders. Good, and let's explore now with lifting the left arm, bring it up. See how this feels. If your balance is challenged, it's okay to just stay with both hands holding the chair or one hand holding the chair. You can experiment by letting go and just floating that hand up and assessing how you're feeling on your feet. And you can bring the hand all the way up if it feels safe. If not, you can just hold on to that chair. Take another deep breath here. Let it go. And now we'll start to bend at the elbows, bring the elbows right out from the shoulders. Now we'll begin to inhale. And as we exhale, straighten the leg and press the arms forward. Rebending the knee and coming back off to the side with the elbows. Good, so we're going to go through that 5 more times. 4 more. 3 more. And last 2. Final 1. Good. Inhaling the arms straight up toward the sky. Exhaling both arms to your chair. Big step back with your left foot. Start to walk yourself back again for that downward dog. So feet are under your hips here. Gaze is forward. Inhale as you exhale, bending the knees any amount to drop your head in between the arms, pulling the belly in, toning your belly in toward your spine. So scoop it up. If your belly is soft and sagging, you'll need to tone it and bring it into the spine. Take 2 nice long breaths. Good, we'll begin to lift up and bring ourselves back. So we're gonna walk back to our chair. Once you make it back to your chair, lifting the shoulders, rounding up and back, let's inhale the arms straight up and exhale, release it down. Great. Now I'm going to turn my chair forward. You can stay the way that you are. I'm standing behind. We're going to be doing some leg lifting off to the side. I'll come off to my side here so that you can see once I stand back behind the chair what's being done. So feet are hip distance apart. We're standing nice and tall, finding our mountain pose, and we're going to be lifting the leg off to the side and coming back. Okay, so I'm going to stand behind the chair now, and we're going ahead and move through that. So we're working on adduction of the legs. So holding onto your chair through the right hand, left hand can come onto your hip. Nice strong right leg. Let's begin to lift the left one out and slowly lower. Good, lifting out and lower. We have 4 more. 2 more. Last one, and slowly bring it down. Good, bring the foot all the way down. Take a moment, bring the opposite hand to the chair, bring the opposite hand to your hip. Holding on to the chair, we'll start to extend and lift the right leg now. So shift your weight to the left side, begin to flex the foot and lift out to the side for 6. Last 2. And final 1. Good work. Let's come back in. Holding onto your chair, let's just march it out. So marching out, lifting your heels, opposite heels, lifting and lowering, almost as if we were prancing. So a little prance here. Good job. And we're going to come back into center. So we're going to add on to that movement that we just did. We will be bringing the leg off to the side. We will cross the standing leg out in front, bring it back out to the side, and then we'll find a little bend in the leg and do a little bit of a curtsy here, and we'll use the chair to hold on. So let's begin. Stand far enough from your chair so that your leg can come across the front of the standing leg. So give yourself about a foot from the chair. Fingertips are on the chair for support. Standing nice and tall, rolling the shoulders down the back. We're going to begin lifting on the left side. So activating your right leg, lifting the left leg off to the side, bringing it across the standing leg, then bringing it back out. Now bend your standing leg and tap back with that foot. Inhaling up, exhale it out. Inhaling forward, exhale it out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Good, and take it all the way out to the side and slowly lower. Take a moment to march out your legs. Breathe big. And start to set yourself back about a foot from your chair. Roll the shoulders back and down, standing tall, abdominals engaged. Begin to lift out to the right side. Take it forward and cross. Bring it back out to the side, bending the left knee and curtsying out. Good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last one. Excellent. Bring it out to the side, lift it out, and slowly lower. Great. Let's march it out again. Breathe. Wonderful. Now we'll take our chair and we'll bring it off to the right side. So let's bring it off to the right side. We're going to stand on the side. So we're going to work on balance today. We're going to work on Vrikshasana or tree pose. So bringing your feet hip distance apart, let's bring our left hand to our hip, holding on to the right, on the right side to your chair. Activating your right leg, Taking a little bend of the left knee here, toes down on the left. Find your balance. Take a moment. Now notice here if you can turn that knee out. Heel comes right up over your ankle. Toes come to the floor. So we can hold right here with hand on hip, standing tall, feeling a nice strong right leg. Breathing big. You might want to bring that left hand into your heart. And you can experiment with this right hand. If you slightly let go, what happens to the body? Are you still or steady enough? Maybe both hands come to your heart. Remember, you're only bringing hands to heart if you feel quite secure when you experiment with lifting up. Taking one more breath. Slowly reaching down for your chair. Bring the left hand to your hip and bring that knee forward. Good, now switch sides. Shift your weight to the left leg and give this right leg a nice little shake. Shake it out. Bring the foot down and let's march. Tall marches. 4 more. 3 more. Last one. Good job. Let it go. Now we'll take the chair and place it on the other side. So same thing, we're going to take tree pose using the left leg as our standing leg. So toes are forward. Make sure that your feet are faced forward. We don't want toes splaying off to the side or pointing inward. Straight forward, feet are hip distance apart. So that means they're lined up right under your hip. Left hand reaches for your chair, right hand can stay on your hip. Lift the left knee, activate the leg. Be mindful of your hip here. We don't want to sway into the hip once we lift the foot, so we want to stay nice and strong. So feel your hips moving in towards center. Good, so use the muscles to draw that in. Belly is toned, shoulders are relaxed. Good. Let's begin to bend that right knee and just come to the right big toe. Now, some of us, this may be enough for us. So it's perfectly fine to stay right here. If you're feeling well balanced, we can start to take the knee off to the side and let's begin to place that heel up over the ankle. Toes are down onto the mat. Stay with your breath, relax your shoulders, nice easy breathing. You might invite the right hand to come to heart and half prayer. Then maybe you float the left hand and see how that feels. Maybe you're feeling a little off balance where you really do need the support of the chair, which is completely fine. Maybe you're floating the hand and you're finding stillness. And maybe you'll find that both hands can come into prayer, elbows wide, shoulders relaxed. Crown of head lifts, feel yourself growing out of the ground. One more breath. Slowly come to find your chair again through the left hand, right hand to the hip. Bring that knee forward, dropping that leg down, shifting the weight to the right, and let's shake out the left. Great job. Bringing both feet down, keeping the right hand on your hip, left hand on chair. 10 more marches. So let's march it through. Last one. Good job. Let's bring the chair back into the center of the mat. And we're going to come down and relax now. So we're coming into our relaxation or shavasana. So we'll come back into the chair. Let's set our feet down. Let's release the arms and just take a nice deep breath here. Exhale, release, drop your chin into the chest. Inhale it up. Exhale. One final big breath here. Inhale. And exhale. I'll invite you to bring your hands to your thighs at this time. Turn your palms up. Lean back into your chair, doing your best to still stay active through the belly so it's a nice, still tall sit. We don't want to get slouchy here. We still want to sit tall, but we can relax and use the back of the chair. Begin to align the back of your head with your tailbone. Your ears are up over your shoulders. Closing your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale from your mouth. We'll repeat that 4 more times. Big breath through the nose. Exhale. 3 more rounds on your own, in through the nose. You can sigh it out. Oh. Final big breath here through the nose. Exhale, release it out. Now we'll relax the mouth, we'll relax the tongue. Breathe in and out through your nose. As we slowly take our time now to bring our awareness back into our body. So if earlier in the class when we began, you were scanning from the top of your head down to your feet, you can start in that same fashion now. Re-exploring the body, noticing how the body feels, and also bringing awareness to any parts of the body that feel different. Maybe they feel, especially the joints, a bit more at ease. Maybe they feel softer. Maybe there's this overall sense of feeling more relaxed. So simply exploring, not changing anything, just witnessing. Take a few more moments to be with your breath and notice. Notice the entire body, slowly observing. Notice the breath moving. At any time it feels good to begin to drop your chin in toward the chest. You can allow your chin to roll down into the chest and really feel your shoulders and arms becoming softer. Maintaining a nice even breathing. Relax the body as much as you're able here. The mind is passively observing the sensations of your body. You might notice sensations of vibration, thumping, buzzing. Any and all of these sensations might be present in your body. So just taking your time to notice them, notice where they reside, enjoying this feeling of being relaxed and at ease. Taking just a few more quiet breaths. Now we'll slowly begin to bring our awareness back into our space. Begin to bring a little wiggle into your fingers. Deepen your breath here. As if you were waking from a slumber or a nap. Let's just bring a little wiggle. Let's begin to lift the head up. You can keep those eyes closed if you wish. Let's extend those legs. Let's extend the legs and start extending those arms. You can start to open those eyes. Take a nice deep breath and reach those arms up. Keep the legs extended, pressing the palms up, flexing the feet. Exhale, let everything down. Bring your chin into the chest and bring your head back into a nice neutral position, bringing hands to heart. Taking a moment now to bow toward heart center as we take a moment to find gratitude for our time shared together, for the gift of our body, greatness and gratitude for our breath. And it's been a wonderful time practicing with you today. I hope that your joints feel happy and joyous and that you can move about your day with more ease today. May the peace and light in me honor the peace and light within each of you. Namaste. Bye for now.